what else do we have? Let's talk about video games. Actually, we're not talking about video games. We're talking about video game hardware. So I've been mentioning I've been tempted to buy a new GPU. The reason why I haven't bought one is because GPUs are stupidly expensive, and I don't want to pay for it. So there is a new generation coming. Now, some people have said, oh, it's like not very exciting. Oh, blah, blah, blah. No one can buy the current generation. Yeah, that's true. I fully agree. So both Nvidia and also AMD have new generations coming. So the 4000 and the 7000 series, respectively. They're going to be faster, obviously. And because I got a card from last generation, that means my card's going to be 2 generations out of date. Now, this is a big enough gap, and this is what I've been saying I've been waiting for buying my new card. I've been wanting a 2-generation gap so that when I buy the card, even though it's going to be expensive as fuck, it's still going to be a big enough jump where I can justify it. I feel like my current GPU, because I didn't get a great GPU to begin with, I got like a lower mid-range card. It's been slacking a lot, or lacking, whatever you want to say. It's been not at the level that I want it to be at. There, especially in FF14, I want to crank that game more. I want to be able to run some shaders and all that fun stuff. And outside of that game, like, I just want to have a better GPU because it's going to give me the ability to crank my games more. I'm one of those people who do like to crank my games, even though I've said that I don't really think that we need games to look better. I think if I can get not just cranking my games, also getting a consistent 165 FPS. If I can get that in FF14, I'll be very happy. That's pretty much all I want. If I can crank the settings and then, because the game looks like a PS3 game. If I can crank the settings and get 165, I will be happy. So I'll probably end up getting like a 7700 or maybe a 7600, something like that, depending on what the prices look like at retail. I don't give a shit about MSRP. Look at retail and what their performance is actually like. I'm not gonna. I could buy an Nvidia card, but I just don't care. Especially because I'm considering trying out Wayland at some point. No, it's not happening. AMD is just the only thing I'm going to be using on Linux for probably the foreseeable future. So when these actually do drop, I hope that we end up getting a really big jump. And even though they're going to be hard as hell to buy, I'm probably going to buy one. My assumption is the 6600 is probably going to be at the $800-ish mark in Australia, which is fucking expensive. I remember when, like, 600 class cards were, what? Or 600 or 60 class, depending on what generation it was and what company it was from, were in the range of, like, $300 even. So currently the 6600 is $700 at the minimum. And then the 6600 XT, where is the GPU section, the graphics card section? I believe that sits at 800. Yeah, 800. So that sits at 800, and then the 6700. Why do I keep scrolling too far? 6700 is 1000, or I guess there's no 67. It's the XT. So 1150. I'm not paying that for a GPU. That's not going to happen. I'll probably end up getting the 6600, or if they end up releasing, 7600 or 7600 XT, depending on whether they end up releasing one. But it will all come down to the benchmarks. If the benchmarks do not show that it is a big enough gap, then I just will not care. Actually, how big is the gap right now? So 6600. Let's go the non-XT variant. 6600 benchmark. Show me. Okay, cool. It is showing modern 6600s, not an older card called a 6600. 6600 GPU benchmark Give me a good company. I don't care about your stupid things. Give me the Ars Technica one. Wait, did I show this on a podcast once? I don't usually read Ars Technica. 329 MSRP in the US. Jesus Christ. Okay, now this doesn't show. I'm gonna look at the Guru 3D one because Guru 3D usually shows a much bigger range of cards. So Guru 3D. Maybe I showed this. Maybe I just read this at some point. Maybe I didn't show it on the podcast. Let's go with, I guess, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So my card right now is somewhere around this range, I think. I can't remember exactly what card I have. I think it's like a 5. I think I might have a 570 actually. Yeah, I think did I have 5? I don't remember what card I have. I literally have no idea what card I have. Somewhere around this range though. So 20 FPS, like that's, that's a big jump, but like not enough to really justify it. If it's then, let's just say it goes up to 90. I think having like a double performance from where it was before, I think that's justifiable. I think I can justify the purchase, especially because I can still sell the GPU, and it's still probably going to be worth quite a bit. Obviously, not as much as it is now when the new generation isn't out, but still quite a bit. You still won't be able to buy cards, because I really doubt that when these cards come out, which is probably going to be sometime in 2022, you're going to be able to buy cards yet. Like, they'll be for sale, but like, that's about as far as it's gonna go. And I as I said, I can get why people aren't excited. Like, you can't just easily go out of your way, and the prices are super hiked up, but I can't help being excited about really cool new hardware, even if it is hardly justifiably expensive, I guess is a way to put it.